So.
All right. So, and right now, this seems to be better. You can see me and hear me, and I can see you and hear you, and life is good.
You're not mutating into some other form. Like I can see you clearly. This is good.
All right. So,
Jeff, but not only that, Jeff, when is your birthday?
June 10th.
June 10th, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
June 10th, 1950.
Oh my God.
Jeff, this is all about you, my friend.
Woohoo.
Oh, God, he's back. Are we going to be able to get through this time without totally looking up like a couple of idiots that don't know what we're doing?
Right. Well, what that's given. We already know that we don't know what we're doing, and just so I played this for you. I have this as a just in case things get going goofy. It's you because it's John Mater. What do you play? What do you got? What do you got in your hands?
Man, it's your deal, dude. It's your turn. We're playing Skippo, aren't we? Playing Skippo? Isn't this the Skippo tournament? Oh, dude. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
I'm thinking that this song that we're playing by you or album fits that you're sitting in your car. And what we really need to do is have you play this music in the background and just drive around, wind blowing in the hair, the hair blowing the wind, and we just have a interview that way. And
I'm all for hair blowing, like Beyonce.
Okay, yes, and with your music in the background.
Absolutely.
Spent a lot of time on it, and again, I just like the sound of the instrument, and it's really good for things like this,
You were my third guest when I started this 8 weeks ago, and now you're 97th again. So you're coming back because you've got more stuff to share and to tell. So
do I?
I'm hoping you do. Otherwise,
I never liked you, so I'm leaving. I'll see
you. I was hoping you got some stories. Otherwise, the show's dead.
Yeah, I can do mime.
Right. Welcome to the green room. Finally,
we made it.
Litzy, we made it. Woohoo.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm excited. I've come a long way to try to get this going, and we're going to do it tonight. Man.
Yeah. All right. So. Oh, wait, here.
And yet, all through, the song is telling me, no, I want to go here. Try this. Oh, this would be really cool after that. Why don't you do this? See what happens. And that's so much, really, it's funny when I think about how I write, it's the exact same process. And I do with my students and with just in general, what I value in other players the most, and what I also try to encourage in myself the most, is imagination.
Mm.
It's like being in this moment and conceiving of the next thing that could, should, ought to happen, and believing that you're going to make something out of it, no matter how eccentric, how crazy, how conventional, how corny, how simple, how complex. You know what I mean? Like no value judgments on it. Just if this comes to you, give into it. You know, and so like you're playing the blues. You know, I mean, of course, if we call it the blues, everybody expects something like that. But I'm just playing the blues progression. Well, of course, right? Everything's talking to each other, right? I mean, everything is just kind of coming to me naturally. You know, I mean,
Nice.
you know, okay, the high C, I went to grab it. It's really not even on the guitar. You know, I mean, it's like, whatever. I heard it. It was a cool idea, you know, and if I miss, I just deal with it. You know what I mean? But everything is in context. It's like the story, I couldn't have picked it up from the middle because the middle was dependent on the beginning, and the next part, you know what I mean? That's, to me, that's just how how I like it, but B, how I want to do it for the rest of my time. You know,
landing my I don't know how it happened, but I landed a lead role opposite Viggo Mortensen in a movie called American Yakuza, and I was underage, but you know, we're not gonna do math right now. But I wasn't about to turn down a movie doing a scene with Viggo. My boyfriend broke up with me. He's like, "You do this movie," and I go, "Okay, ciao bella, bye Felicia."
Your boyfriend said if you do the movie, that's it.
Yeah, because there was a love scene with Viggo.
Oh, so
that was the best decision I ever made.
So, hey, Walter.
Hey, Jeff. It's moody, you know. Some days it's perfect. Some other days it's just not happening.
It's moody. In other words, you're telling me that the internet is kind of like me. One day I wake up and I just, I feel like melted butter over pancakes, and the next day I feel like, oh my God, somebody stepped on me in the grass because.
That's awesome, man.
Hey, so it looks like everything is working great now. You
don't have to sound surprised.
Thanks for the show. Talk to you later. So now we are.
It's a traditional Irish penny whistle.
Oh, it's just a little.
Yeah,
it's just a little flute.
No, you never did.
I've never said I really know what I'm doing. And it's obvious because I don't, I've had issues. I had issues. But the one thing,
Yes.
the one thing that I'm really surprised because you live, because
You want me to leave? You want me to leave the room? Because if you play that just one more time,
all right.
this button here that says "Leave the room." Man, Tommy, I miss you, boy. How you been, man? I just missed you, Tony. I see him all the time, so we cool. Jeff, we'll talk later.
Come on, Tony. I already told you this. Fred called me and said, "Hey, why don't you got me on your show?" And I said, "I don't like you."
Oh, yeah, I can understand that.
Tony, that's what he said. I said, Tony Lindsay and no Fred Ross? Tom Paulson, no Fred Ross. Yo, I ain't getting no love. What's up with this?
Well, hey Jeff, I'm actually surprised that Fred is getting reception out there where he lives at, because he's way out in the country now.
You know what, Jeff, I knew partner was gonna go here. I said, when I make this call, I'm gonna tell you about where I live and my reception and all that. I'm outside, and he's right. You brothers, I'm outside because my reception is bad out here. But Tony,
yes, sir. I'm sorry. You got to pass about 4 cow fields to get to Fred's house. At least 4.
Oh, killing me. Oh,
you be seeing cows and goats along the hill eating up the grass and stuff. It take from the Bay Area. It takes you a good 5 hours to get to Fred's house.
I chose this song, David, because it's Lean on Me, and I have leaned on you heavily for the last 8 weeks.
I gotcha.
Oh, so far, we've had our issues the last through not personally, but our internet and we are in the green room tonight with Bruce Watson.
Woo!
And I got to tell you again, just before we went live, I said I almost want to just show one of your VIB episodes because it's way more entertaining than I could ever be.
Well, fired up, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the green room with Mel Brown. Hey, welcome, Mel.
Thank you. What's up, Jeff?
The first time I talked to you, I think you were playing a Keith Jarrett something before church.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And I go, dude, nobody plays nobody plays Keith Jarrett at church. And since then, we've become friends, but I had no idea the depth of people you have worked with, right? Okay. So I'm just going to throw this at and you nod, you tell me if I get anybody wrong here. And I'm going to start with what I think who you've worked with. Right. Okay. So let me make sure I pull up my right.
Hopefully you have Phyllis Diller.
Phyllis Diller.
No, I did meet Phyllis Diller though.
Really?
Yeah, I did. She was really nice.
Okay, so it started off with just during college, I believe, with Jerry Mulligan.
Yes.
Right. And that's how you got your start. So I'll ask you about that in a minute. But then you got Stan Getz.
Yes.
John McLaughlin and Mahavishnu Orchestra.
Yes.
Phil Woods.
Yes.
Carla Bley.
Yes.
Mel Torme.
Yes.
Astrud Gilberto.
Yes.
John Schofield.
Yes.
Mike Stern.
Yeah.
Janice Siegel.
Yeah, you got everyone right.
Man. Okay, so I'll rattle through these in a hurry then.
Okay.
Diane Shore, Gary Burton, Pat Metheny, Simon Phillips, Freddie Hubbard, Ricky Lee Jones, Chuck Loeb, and Rick Braun. I mean, dude, that's 20 people, and I didn't even get them all.
Yeah, there's more.
In the green room with Ariel Belvalere.
Hello.
And I think we are live, and people are seeing us, and it was beautiful. We opened with, as I told you, that picture of you upside down in the hoop.
Yes. Shrednastics, we call that.
Right. With Gary Schutz. Gary.
Hello.
You might shave your beard on live, and somebody's on one of your Facebook posts called it the beard be bitchin', the BBB beard
The
be
BBB.
yeah.
Yeah, because BBB, the BBB, my band, the B's don't stand for anything specifically. My idea was, and it might have been a bad idea, but it's too late. That's the name of the band. Was that the audience had improv that they could decide what that stood for. Bernie's bitchin' beard, whatever, a lot of people just, oh, it must mean Bernie's big band, but it doesn't mean anything. It's just you come up with rude things, funny things. In fact, in the comments, let me hear all your rude and funny BBB, what it could be. Okay. Now, for the Facebook promo for this, I had the razor attached with Scotch tape to Charlie McCarthy, who was made famous by Edgar Bergen, Candace Bergen's father. But the razor came out of his hands. I was going to actually do this live and have him shave it.
Oh,
but people go, Bernie, do it. Or they go, don't do it. I like the beard. But, doesn't it come down to, does my wife like the beard? Does Vicky like it?
Yeah.
The answer is not really.
We ended up leaving at 4 o'clock. We were already back in Burbank by 4:30 p.m. By 5 o'clock, I was sitting in a restaurant with the director and the producer and the creator and a bunch of other people attached to the show. And they were handing me 300 pages worth of scripts and saying, we'll see you on set tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.
Whoa. Okay. That gives me a panic attack right there.
People will really accept whatever feels good at this point, and it doesn't have to have a whole structure of a thing. It just has to resonate with the people. So I was thinking of even having just like a short, minute songs, Instagram length, so people can really digest it.
You picked up that little bass right next to you,
yeah,
and played a little thing and sang that. Give me an example of what that would be like.
Let's see if
and again, what is this? This is a bass.
This is the bass uke.
A bass.
Yeah, so it's like a ukulele bass.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you even really hear it?
Yeah, it's better than you think.
Okay. Well, she's walking through the clouds with a circus mind that's running round. Butterflies and zebras and moonbeams and fairy tales. All she thinks of, riding with the wind. When I'm sad, she comes to me with 1,000 smiles, each one for me. It's alright, and it's alright. Take anything you want from me. Anything. Fly on, oh little wings.